So on the 11th of September, I had a podcast interview which I uploaded with Earthbound Mystic. He's a good friend of mine. He's also been a client with regards to my style consulting in the past. And we did a long podcast where he explained all of the things he does to maintain his energy, his focus. He called it quantum biology. I would view it like kind of like biological hacking, getting your like all of your habits and your lifestyle into perfect sync so that you have the most energy, the most drive, the most motivation to smash your self improvement goals. I mean, your life goals in general. It was a great interview. I recommend everyone go and watch it. I will link it down below. One of the main things I got from this was his piece of advice called sun gazing, which is getting up for the sunrise every single morning. This has become a crucial part of my daily routine. Like I have not since what the 11th of September. We're now on the 28th of October. Double check that. We're on the 28th of October. And I have woken up for the sunrise every single morning. He didn't even tell me to. We were just talking about it, and he was talking about this being a great thing to do. And I set myself a challenge of waking up for sunrise. Now, in the UK, it's been quite obviously variable times. The sunrise is not a static time in the morning, it changes depending on the Earth's rotation in the year. And at the beginning, this was, I really think around 6:20 a.m. when I first started doing this. And recently, it's gotten all the way up till 8 a.m. So it has been something that a challenge revolving more around waking up early than anything else, especially in the start. I was one of those guys, I've always been one of those guys who oversleeps, who doesn't really have much discipline or structure in the time he wakes up. Not since I've been doing 9 to 5 jobs have I ever really kind of regularly woken up early, and I've never been good at forcing myself to. But this challenge was great for that. I forced myself to wake up for the sunrise. It gave me a reason to wake up early. It was a huge, I guess, part of shame and guilt that when I got my own flat and started working hours that I chose, that I would choose or just out of sheer laziness not get out of bed to start work until like 11 a.m. every morning. This may happen to you if you aren't a particularly disciplined person or you're someone who is like a night owl or has this idea that they perform better at night. And I want to talk about the benefits that I've seen, which completely do away with this old idea I had that I was just not suited to waking up early. So the main benefit has been this: my energy has been way better by waking up early. Like waking up with a decent amount of time left in the morning has just improved my mood and my energy tenfold. It was crazy, especially the first few days of doing this. I was like, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna hate it. But then once you actually get up and you go for your walk or you go outside, whatever you do, because part of this is you have to go outside and look at the sunrise and see the light coming in and take as much of it in as possible. And just amazed at how like not only did I have energy, but it lasted throughout the entire day. It was absolutely crazy. So I fully recommend it if you're someone who needs energy and focus, and these things obviously these two move into motivation as well. Those three things will all be benefited by doing this. The other thing I found is like leaning more into the circadian rhythm, which is the idea that you wake up with the light and kind of goes to sleep with the dark. That's the whole idea of that. Your body has like natural cycle with the daylight and nighttime cycles. And I found that has, I don't know, it feels a lot healthier to me. It feels like I naturally wake up. Like I barely need an alarm clock anymore. I pretty much wake up before my alarm every day. And the idea of that is your body is naturally waking you up as it gets lighter. So obviously it gets a little bit lighter before the sunrise, and that's when my body naturally starts to wake up now. And this just feels like the health. I feel the health almost. That's how I describe it. So yeah, for health reasons, for my focus, for my drive and energy, these are all the main benefits I've seen. And also just the sunrise can be beautiful. Not every day in the UK. Sometimes the sunrise looks a bit like this. Like this morning sunrise looked like this. But about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, the sunrise looked like this. So you can see like there's been variable sunrises, and some of them have just been absolutely jaw dropping how gorgeous they are. And Earthbound Mystic did say in his video, like, you only get so many sunrises in your lifetime, get up and see them. And that was one of his big selling points. And yeah, the beauty of the sunrise itself is almost worth it in itself, but there are a load of other benefits as well. So I fully recommend if any of you want to take on this challenge, getting up for the sunrise every morning for like a month or 2 months or a year if you want to go crazy, definitely a challenge worth doing. And you know a lot of you know there are benefits to getting up early because you've had it hammered in by guys like Jocko Willink who get up at like 5 a.m. You don't have to go that crazy, but get up with the light. That's a really good time to get yourself going. Bonus content, because anyone who's made it this far in the video is one of my more serious watchers, because I know from my analytics that most people only watch about 2.5 to 3 minutes of my videos. Doesn't bother me. All views are good. This is my bonus content to you guys. We are in October, the end of October, almost near the 1st of November. You only have 2 months left to nail your yearly goals. Those goals that you set at the beginning of last year, you only have 2 months left of grinding. If you look at those goals and you aren't yet at them, you need to seriously get your ass up and start getting the numbers in for whatever you need to do, whether that's gym, diet, or that's dating goals, whether they're financial goals. You have 2 months left. You did not set those yearly goals to fail. You set those yearly goals under the assertion that you would do whatever it took to meet them. So if you look up your goals and there's still something that matters to you and has mattered to you throughout the year, you really need to get a move on if you haven't got there yet, because we've only got 2 months left. And if they're dating goals, which I talk about quite a lot, you can kind of subtract a week around Christmas. So you have even less time than everyone else. Get on your goals. You have 2 months left. Smash all your yearly goals. You still probably have time. Get on them. Start now. Crush those goals. All right. Peace out, guys.